that early in the game. If I'm against Genius, yes.
I'm not going to lie. I think the best play, the only play you can hope to do as MMA is go command center first on high ground, double barracks.
That works
high
too.
Economy.
Yeah.
Good defense early on. You're going to get 2 barracks worth of Marines to bunker. If there's any sort of cheesy 4-gate, you're going to get everything you need eventually to hold off all the all-ins as long as you can scout them out. Let's see what we're going to be having as match point begins. In the bottom right-hand corner, he's been pushed to the limit in the last 2 games. He needs just a single win here to be the second Terran in the round of 8. Acers MMA! The flavor of his play is neither sour nor sweet, but savory. He is the king of cheese himself. It is none other than Genius. Oh, this is the worst feeling in the universe as MMA. You feel so much anxiety. You want to scout every single location, but you know how big of an impact pulling an SCV off is. You pull one SCV too early, that's 400 minerals a minute. After just 3 minutes, that's almost 150 minerals. That's almost a full barracks. MMA is already doing very precautious placement. He doesn't want to have his barracks too close to a cliff where it could be easily sniped. A Reaper is a smart choice to scout with here.
Yeah, I think against Genius, you almost always have to go a Reaper expand. You can't expect your opponent for 80–90% of the time to just take an expansion. So it's a much, much safer way to do this. But look at this. How many assimilators am I counting?
No. Oh my God, he's going to go proxy 3-gate.
He's going for a very quick Nexus. And he's hoping that MMA just tries to play a lot more, well, as he has been, getting a Reaper out, not getting the command center out too fast.
What will be the scout direction? And it looks like the middle. Surprise, surprise. Uh-oh, we see, oh, he's going to get the first scout off. A very lucky pickup right out of the gate for MMA.
Unfortunately, I think his Reaper might go the opposite direction. So it might go north because you don't want to be sending 2 scouts in the same place. So, well, the Reaper is just about to pop, so I'm completely wrong. He's going to see this in time.
Boom. Command center goes down. Hello, Nexus. Genius exploits his image probably more cleverly than anyone we've seen in a long time in the StarCraft 2 space. He knows exactly when and where his opponents will defend, when and where his opponents will attack, and he uses this to his advantage in Best of X series. You could never hope to have this kind of success on a ladder setting.
With this, MMA should be able to get a couple of kills here. I mean, there's only a single Zealot that's on the way out. Still no Mothership Core, still no Stalkers out. There is the first kill. Can he get an additional one? Yes, MMA microing this so well. 2 kills for the Reaper.
Oh.
Will he get a third? He's going for it. Swings in and gets away.
You know right now Genius is thinking, man, that's so cheesy.
Mothership Core.
Oh, and it's gonna escape unscathed.
4 kills on the Reaper. A great exchange so far to begin this game.
MMA, no defense, no bunker at the front. He is going double barracks though. He is not gonna take any cute risks and go for something.
Oh. My goodness. Yeah, last time we saw him do this exact same build, it was on, well, he went factory after the barracks, right? He just got the reactor, got a very quick factory, tried to go macro from there, do a lot of drop play, but not going to be the case over here. Again, scouting in. Now he sees no gateway being used. Now finally it's started up. He knows his opponent is on a lot of gas early on.
Is this actually going to get out of here? No.
There should be some triggers that go off in MMA's head, and it will be a Twilight Council.
We'll find. To be continued.
Okay.
The story of the Waypointed Marine. Okay, yes, good. Now, MMA is doing a couple of smart things. He's not building the early bunker. Warp gate pushes are going to be very weak when this is the play. This is an extremely late robo. The scans almost always go down right here so it can see what the gas count is, so it can see any tech structures built in between. The Marine has not yet spotted this. Genius knows how to hide this. Engineering bay is going down.
So most certainly have the E-Bay and turrets up by the time this Dark Shrine will finish. The question is, will he be fast enough, or will he even put down turrets? A lot of players will not, but against Genius, you might want to. This push out is looking very scary though from MMA. This can do a lot of damage if Genius is not paying attention.
It's done. He has the capability to get the scan, to get the detection up, but will he use that? Here's the push in.
And now this should be a little bit suspicious. You see no real units out in the field, just 2 stalkers. Normally you're expecting some sort of sentries, and this almost always tells me that there's some sort of cheeky play coming out, because sentries are needed both for hallucination scouts and for synergy with your Colossus.
We've just spent all of our energy.
Oh gosh.
Oh no, there's the proxy. Oh no, is it going to be a Dark Templar rush death? Where are the turrets? It's a rally into mid. He's starting.
A turret is started.
Oh, it's a
turret is started. Okay, a War Prism though is going into the main base.
It's a warp in the main. It's going to be DTs at the front, DTs at the back.
Does MMA see this? He might see the Shroud. Yes, he does. He knows this is coming. Is there a turret that gets started in the main base, though?
He's begun to save up his energy. Will he mule? A dangerous position to be in.
Does he see it? Yeah, he sees it. Dark Templar play gets absolutely shut down. MMA in a great spot right now because all the AoE tech is so delayed for Genius. This is going to be prime position for MMA to put aggression on.
No way.
Oh my, no, are you not? You are not doing that.
Well, the follow-up is going to be a good one. Double Forge, Robo, but is it too much of a delay? Is it pulling in too many directions at once? That's the important question. DTs, nowhere to be found on the map, already been gobbled up at the front lines. 91 supply to 72. A scouting factory guaranteed to get some juicy intel.
Pylon does get picked off. Still no third Nexus out for Genius, and he has the minerals accrued to do something like that. Instead, just going to get his 1-1, his Colossus, his Stalkers out, defending against any early game shenanigans. In the meantime, we do have a third command center popping out for MMA. Where is he looking to bring the game? Does he want to end it after 3 bases, or is he looking to play a very, very long game?
I mean, he might be able to end it right now. He knows his opponent is likely pretty low on gateways. Colossus count is currently at a relatively low 0. First Colossus about to pop, though.
And he is producing Widow Mines out of this factory, just trying to stop any of the expansions that might go up.
MMA!
Yes, he gets it! A great pickoff and a great scan. Look at that, he sees. Oh my gosh, it's a Colossus timing.
Ghost Academy coming down, Vikings coming down. MMA playing so carefully, but what scares me is that MMA is not going to be getting that many barracks when you're going into these variety of tech pads. You really must be careful not to overbuild both Ghosts and Vikings. Marines and Marauders are the core of your army. Genius, no doubt, not going to be getting a third base unless it's this third base.
Genius, really unorthodoxly, is up to 1,400 minerals, 800 gas. It's not like he's doing nothing with them. I'm very surprised.
Oh my God, Greetorp, an extremely tense situation. MMA instantly building Vikings 3 at a time. He does not want to mess around. He does not want to wait. He doesn't want to run the risk of throwing down a reactor, losing out on a pair of Vikings that could have been thrown down, because let me tell you what, Genius doesn't seem to have any intentions of sticking on a 3 bases. No, believe it or not, this looks like a 2-base all-in.
And he's switching over to High Templars. Unfortunately for him, I mean, the Ghost will be out in time. He hasn't yet upgraded the energy, I don't think, on the Ghost Academy, but he needs to get that out ASAP. Storm on the way. 2 High Templars being chosen down. We're going to see, oh, the probe gets picked off.
What
nice
amazing reaction timing right there.
But so far, I feel like Genius, it's going to be hard for him to really do much with this. Did he make 2 Twilight Councils?
He did. He made a backup Twilight Council.
Oh, okay.
In his main. Storm going down. No.
What?
No. What is this? Uh-oh.
Wow.
A third base out of Genius.
Nobody could have expected this, Day 9.
Not even Genius. He's like, what am I doing? Now, if we look at the unit count, the one thing that you're going to be heavy on as Genius is Zealots. Your gas has been split every which way on DT's Dark Shrine, Blink, Charge Tech, the upgrades. You don't have that many Colossus, you don't have that many High Templar, but you do have the power of Zealots. The best answer to that is, Terran, upgrades. Upgrades galore, but
he just started his +2 attack. He doesn't have his +2 armor yet. Does he even have
a second eBay?
I don't even think so, no. So he's just looking to get the right composition to deal with this. And he is doing some sort of timing here, pushing into the third base. He's like, oh, what is this? A third base.
There's the target fire on the Nexus. Can he continue to catch this at a bad angle? Oh, the perfect angle for MMA. Everything is in a beautiful concave.
Oh my God, great splits. Storm dodging it all over the place. Vikings landed, not enough units. 2-2 just about to finish. Genius went at the worst time possible. MMA is able to have equal upgrades and eliminate most of the forces.
Oh my gosh, MMA is going to play this out so cautiously right now. He is not going to take any risks. He's adding on 3 more barracks in his main base. He's pulled back to the watchtower. He's waiting to heal. There's almost no AoE on the map. There's 2 Templar and one of them can't even storm.
And with MMA's control, it's looking so scary, but a lot of Templar have been warped in. You know, it's hard to keep barreling down if you don't have ghosts and you're only on a low medevac count with a lot of Marines and Marauders. So I like what MMA is doing, just backing off, getting his 5th and 6th gas and saying, okay, now I can work from this position. Even looking like he wants to take a 4th command center. That's a beautiful way to just guarantee that you have that win. +2 weapons attack about to finish up for MMA.
Uh-oh, loading up right by the Observer. +3 armor en route for Genius. He will have a significant upgrade lead. And now that all the High Templar have the ability to storm, I don't know if there's going to be a good way for MMA to break this in the near future. It's going to have to be a pretty standard macro game, but attacking at the back, attacking at the front.
Great combination attack. He's trying to just force units not to go all the way over to the main. You can always just retreat. How many times do you see Vikings inside?
Let's load up landed Vikings and retreat. What?
And Genius is able to do a little bit of damage here with that 1 Dark Templar, but it finally gets scanned. Storm goes on top of the Marines.
Superb control here by MMA, locking everything down, getting his +3 started, getting his +2 armor started as well. MMA starting to catch back up in that fight. EMP doesn't quite connect with Templar.
Second ones. I like the positioning so far. Storm goes down. MMA is doing everything right. Finally loses all of his units, but big engagement. Storm
not a good Storm. Continued rallies out of MMA, who's just begun to reproduce Vikings again. He sees the Colossus there. Whoa, where did all these units come from? MMA macroing very well, spending all of his extra energy on scan. Needs to get a turret up there to avoid losing to the counter DTs.
Nice pressure. Overall, I mean, Army Tab looks very commanding, 120 to 77. Here's the engagement. Storm galore, a lot of good feedbacks, but there's not enough stuff, Day 9. MMA could have searched for it there, but he just said, no, I'm going to go for the drop, Doom drop back into the main base.
Not a lot here to defend. 1 Templar, 1 Storm. Genius has very few opportunities to be able to pull this out. Oh no, an isolated. No,
MMA not paying attention, losing all his motors, but in the main fight, a really nice engagement for MMA, now targeting down the Colossus.
MMA getting a little bit distracted, but it is okay. He has too many units. And any way he decides to attack is going to be the right way. It looks like he has the arc. Once again, the beautiful choke, the beautiful concave. Vikings land. There's not enough. Genius does not have enough. The DT opening fell short. MMA defends back-to-back all-in cheese.
And finally, the third Nexus will be worked on once again. The fourth base is up for MMA. He's just streaming units across 160 to 80 supply. Down goes the Nexus. MMA in prime position to take this series and move on to the quarterfinals. Genius has one last stand to keep his career alive here at Season 3.
Archons, will they be enough? Ghosts, not even necessary. Everything arcs. Genius with the Planetary Nexus, it's not enough. He was on the ropes. He was decimated by Trap in round 1, but no, he's on to the round of 8.
GG, MMA, a stunning series advances on